Polkadot just printed the second lowest price in its entire listing, and the buyers took it back inside a single hour of trading. Price sits at 76.9 cents, up 1.2% over the day, back above both moving averages on the close, and after 5 days of probing, not 1 hour has finished under 75 cents. The story of this window is one decline, drawn from just under $1. The first leg, Wave A, fell from 97.9 cents to 79.5, and it subdivides into a legal 5, no overlap anywhere, and the third swing the longest of the three drivers. The bounce that followed is Wave B, the most disciplined swing on the chart. It climbed back to 90.8 cents, 61% of the drop, and stopped less than one tick under the golden retracement before rolling over into the next leg down. Wave C has been running since. Its first leg bottomed at 81.5 cents, and the reply that followed climbed to 89.5, a deep 86% retrace. The third leg did the damage, 1.58 times the first, down to 74.8. The pause after it went sideways for 3 days and stopped at 77.9, 3.6 cents clear of overlap. Yesterday, the fifth leg broke the floor to 74.3, landing on 0.382 of the first leg within half a tick. The decline measures 90% of Wave A, and equality between the two weights at 72.4. The floor the whole read stands on. Zoom all the way out and the scale changes. The record high sits above $55, printed years back, and the road down has been lower highs ever since. One crash candle wicked to 63.3 cents, and every rebound since has been smaller than the one before it. Here is the part that matters today. In the entire history of this listing, only that crash week ever printed lower than yesterday. Every other weekly low the chart has ever made sits overhead. Back down to the hourly, close in on the last 5 days. 13 hours have dipped below 75.5 cents, and the sellers kept none of them. In 1,000 hours of data, there is not a single close under 75. Yesterday's low tells it in one candle. The dip to 74.3 was refused inside its own hour. The close back at 75.5. The overnight retest held above the low, and the latest close sights over both averages, with the 20 still under the 50. The upside is a ladder. First the lid at 77.9, the top of the pause and the ceiling of this base, then the broken step at 78.7, then the first graduation of Wave C at 80.6. Higher, the half of the decline waits at 82.55, and the golden at 84.5, and every rung on this ladder is graded the same way, on hourly closes, never on wicks. Here is the warning in the title. While 72.4 holds, the zigzag is complete or completing, and the base keeps the benefit of the doubt. A single hourly close below it spends the equality case, and the next ratio on the page projects 61 cents. That projection lands under the record low at 63.3. This is the first Polkadot video on the channel, and the count goes on the record from today. Educational analysis, not financial advice. Subscribe for tomorrow's audit of today's call, leave a like if the discipline showed, and send this to a friend who watches these levels.